70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. We think we have quite a battle in store. The winner onto the NFC title game. And off we go here in the divisional round. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Great.
Room to run right away. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Great. Set. Hey. Yeti.
Hurts working in the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A good spot here, second and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A run on first and goal. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal.
Hey! Crowd left Yeti. Great. Set.
They'll go with him again. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. That is caught to the goal line and in. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Return not going to work out at all. He backs up trying to make something happen and is belted down for a loss on the return. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Alpha, alpha. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
No touch that. No touch.
Handoff here, up the middle, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
$63. Crowd left Yanni. Great. Set. Crowd left Yanni. 63.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, 73. No touch that. No touch.
They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
This one brought in by Hawkinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. 1 quarter down in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well. A pistol snap back to Hurts. The throw on the run is complete. And And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
1st and 10.
No touch that. Kyle left, get it. No touch.
Now a give on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
63, 63, 63. Kyle left, get it. Kyle left, get it. Kyle left, get it. No touch.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang. Hey, silver, silver, silver. No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that tip ball, I think, just saved a huge play because this offense found something. They had an open target with a lot of room to run, and unfortunately for them, the defender gets his hand on the ball, and that went away pretty quick.
He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw again. This one intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And the Eagles will take over possession here at the 44.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
2nd down and 3.
Great, set. Kyle left, get it. No touch.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's first and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second
Go
and
Silver, ready?
20 at the
No touch.
45-yard line.
No touch.
On second down, Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Third and long.
Great. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The second down throw is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up.
He gets free. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Vikings are on the board. It's now 14-7. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken around the 11. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's right. Great.
His drive will start on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Great.
They'll stay on the ground. Yards are hard to come by there. They work it down to the 37-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
No touch that.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's 2nd and 9.
73.
Man in motion is Brown.
Hey.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Now a give up the middle. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And they take him down. Big pickup through the air. But there is a flag on the field. Will this stand? Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air one more time. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Carlson's kick is good. And the Vikings draw closer here. It's 21-14. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
That is hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. Taking off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll bring up second down. From out of the gun, he'll throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get...
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Eagles have it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now he'll air one out. That's caught. He works free, right side. And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Now it is first and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Hey, 73, 73. 63, 63, 63.
On second down, Hurts. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Back to throw. A throw on the run is complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
In motion, it's Jefferson. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be... So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Cut my team. Cut my team. 60 back there. 60 back there.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Vikings back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Great, set.
They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
63. Don't touch that.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Great, set. Don't touch that.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Hey, Silver. Don't touch that.
And in motion is Brown.
Kyle left Yeti. Don't touch it.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Sending a receiver right. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges.
And he's got another one. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Good, set. Miami.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will score again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
He's brought down at the 22-yard line.
Kyle left behind it. Go Silver, ready?
And 9.
Great, set.
On play action, here's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he's into the end zone yet again. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Don't touch that. Don't touch it.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
3rd and long for Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Elliott's kick is good. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move right.
Oh, big hole left side. And he's got another one. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
He'll get this out wide. Whoa! And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And on the ground, they go with their running back. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. On play action, Hurts. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
Now a run on 1st down. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Good.
They'll turn and hand this one off. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
63. Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. They'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. 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 All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form, staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar. Done enough, lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, hey. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like E-I-O. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento, we favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por los míos, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LSC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.